Everybody wants to level up until it's time to understand what level they are actually on. Let's talk about Dante. Dante London, that is. This man finally found an apartment under $900 a month. And instead of seeing that as a blessing, a stepping stone, a starting point, he's talking about a 6-month lease because he's waiting on a low income apartment. Waiting on what exactly? Because let's be honest, how much lower do you think it's going to get? See, this is the disconnect. A lot of grown adults want luxury results with beginner level discipline and beginner level income. Let me say that again. You want the luxury results with beginner level discipline and beginner level income. You can't skip steps in life just because you don't like where you are. So Dante is trying to jump from his mama house straight into some ideal situation he built in his head, but life don't work like that. You don't go from zero stability to perfect setup overnight. No, you build, you adjust, and you sacrifice. And sometimes, yeah, you might have to live somewhere that ain't your dream house, okay? Somewhere small, somewhere basic, somewhere that just gets the job done. Now, look, that one bedroom under $900 could really save you some money. That's not a downgrade. That's an opportunity. That's a smart choice. Because, like you said, you can feel comfortable enough to pay that. You know what I'm saying? Compared to trying to get $1,600 a month or $1,200 a month. So, instead of seeing it as, this is mine, this is my independence, this is my start, Dante is really treating it like a temporary inconvenience. And I'm going to just say it like that. Let's talk about this fear of roaches and rodents. I'm not going to lie. I don't like rats and roaches either. But boy, you a man supposed to be, right? And you like literally trembling in your boots asking about rats and roaches. I mean, just because it's a low income apartment, you know what I'm saying? Don't necessarily mean that they have roaches and rats. And she did say y'all paying $2 a month for pest control. Now, if you're smart enough, you'll get this stuff called Avian. You could get it off of Amazon. I had roaches in my apartment at one time. And you better believe, my daughter was like, Ma, you better get you some Avian. It look like peanut butter in the tube. You get it off Amazon. I might be saying it the wrong way, wrong word, but it's some stuff that I found on Amazon. And you don't have to put that much. You just put a little dye, and the roaches eat it and take it back to the queen. And when I tell you, I have not seen roaches in my apartment, and I've been up in this apartment for 10 years. Yeah, don't talk about 10 years you've been in an apartment. Yes, 10 years. When I'm stable, I'm stable. But anyway, you so worried about what might be in an apartment, but you're not worried about what's already in your life, like instability, inconsistency, and lack of long-term planning. Come on now, you worrying about some damn rats and roaches. But the problem ain't the apartment. It's your mindset. It's your mindset. You worrying about some damn rats and roaches. You can't be scared of struggle and expect growth at the same time. You can't be picky when you're not in position. I'm just saying. You can't turn down stepping stones and still expect to cross the river, baby. You gotta cross before you walk. And then there's the idea of, I don't want to stay here alone. Boy, do you not know that? Of course, you talking about you waiting on a low income 3-bedroom. What? I guess so you can have a room for you, your girlfriend's son or daughter, and then your child. But why are you trying to bite off more than you can chew? Like, come on now, why don't you pump your brakes? And do you understand? And if you don't, the longer the lease, the cheaper the rent. Sometimes you might want to look for a lease that's over 12 months. You feel me? Anything over 12 months, you might get a lease that's cheaper. You might get rent that's about, if it's $8.99 for 12 months, just imagine what it could be for 13 months, 14 months, 15 months, 16 months, 17 months. A lot of apartments don't even tell you that they lease that long. But sometimes it's just good to look around. That's a heads up. I found that out when I was doing some apartment shopping about a week ago, that a lot of apartments do have long-term leases like 14, 15, and 16 and 17 months. And you might get a cheaper rate. You feel me? Let me see. You not want to stay long, because you're waiting on that 3-bedroom from a low income. You better take what you can get. You know what I'm saying? Because $8.99, is that 3-bedroom gonna be $8.99 in the low income? I'm just asking. What would you pay for a 3-bedroom in a low income? Compared to, you don't know if stuff gonna work out between you and your girlfriend. So at least have that 1-bedroom for you when you need to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, you're not married to her. Like, bro, I think you really need to focus on your stability. It's okay to have a girlfriend, but she ain't gotta move in the goddamn house with you, Dontay. Like, bro, you do too much. It's like your dependency is on a woman. That's not normal. Let me just go back to what I was talking about. But I think that you should really focus on your bills, your responsibilities, the decisions that you're making, the consequences. You know what I'm saying? You really don't need that low income apartment. You need a higher level of accountability. That's what you need. You need to stop chasing perfect timing and start making solid moves with what's already in front of you. The longer you wait for the right situation, the longer you stay stuck in the wrong one. At some point, you're going to ask yourself, what am I doing? You're going to ask yourself, do they have better opportunities out there? But in order to get those better opportunities, you got to do something about that. You know what I'm saying? And let's go a little deeper, because this is where a lot of people get uncomfortable, talking about stuff like that. It's not about the apartment. It's about the patterns that he has. So if you pay attention, I don't know how long y'all been watching Dontay, but in the beginning, Dontay had a girlfriend. Then he had a baby mama. Then from the baby mama, he had another girlfriend. It's almost like all of these people he would live with, or he moved with, or they moved in with him. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's a pattern. I'll just wait mindset. That's the same mindset that keep you broke and stuck and dependent. Always waiting on something better, something cheaper, something easy, instead of maximizing what's already in his head. I don't know if Dontay is understanding that I'm not judging Dontay, but when you look at when Dontay first did his YouTube channel some years ago, a lot of his videos have been deleted. So he has been in low income apartments for a while. In each video, there was a woman with him. So I've seen, since I've been watching Dante, about one, two, three, four, about maybe four women, four different women that I've seen on YouTube, and he's always been with those women in his house. So it's like you move these women in, and is it because you looking for a mama figure? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's given. I don't know. It's given. Dante gotta have a woman. See, and I didn't want to talk about this, but this is what it's looking like. It's looking like I'm getting this apartment because I want my own space. But I'm really getting this apartment. Because, see, why are you focused on a 3-bedroom? See, the 3-bedroom is to move your girlfriend, her child, and your child. See, you it's almost like you looking for validation. It's almost, I don't know what it is. It's almost like you're trying to move every woman in that you deal with. That's weird to me. So why don't you just focus on your little 1-bedroom? Focus on your 1-bedroom. You understand what I'm saying? Enjoy your space. Enjoy just that 1-bedroom, and Leo can come over. You can get like a little pull-out bed for Leo. If you want your girlfriend to come over, she can come over. You know what I'm saying? Her child can come over, get a sofa bed or something. But bro, moving her in the house and all of this, and what if it don't work between y'all? You moving too fast. Just focus on getting your money up with your mama at your mama house. If you're going to move into this 1-bedroom, focus on that. You're trying to focus on a 6-month lease when you should be trying to get at least 12 months to 13 or 14 months. You don't know what's going to happen talking about 6-month leases. Why do you do that? Why do you do that? You know, why do you do that? I'm not on here, on YouTube trying to put you down, Dante, but if I was your mama, and I'm old enough to be your mama, but if I was your mama, I would tell you, son, look at here. You talking about getting a low-income apartment, a 3-bedroom. You don't know what's going to take place between you and this woman. Y'all haven't even known each other for a year. And, oh, I love you, I love you. Y'all trauma bonding. Both of y'all done been married. Both of y'all are divorced, are going through divorces. She's 2 years older than you. So she know the game a little more than you. You feel me? She might be what you need right now. But how you know she, you might get rid of her in the next 6 months. Is that the plan? Every apartment consists of a 6-month relationship? To a year? I don't know. Should I have said that? But it's something to think about, because every 6 months to a year, you're changing women. Oh, okay. But this is about the apartment. Focus on you. Focus on getting that 1-bedroom apartment, getting approved on your own without your mama, getting it done for you, without your grandma, without your girlfriend. Stand on your own 2 legs as a grown man. Take accountability, okay, for your actions, and make the best decisions for you. And don't forget, you still have lights, water, or gas. Hopefully you don't have to pay that in an apartment. You still got trash. You still got pest control. You still got to pay your cell phone, your internet. You still got to pay for your truck. You still got to pay for your car note. For your truck insurance. So think about it. How much are you spending per month? Probably about 2,500. If you really think about it. So you can pull it off, boy. You can pull it off. So hopefully you get approved for this apartment. When they ask you certain questions, why don't you just go in there with your little notebook of questions that you might want to ask instead of looking like you don't know what the hell you talking about. Write it down. If you got questions, ask, the right questions. Not about no goddamn rats and roaches. Come on now. You need to know. Well, yeah, I would ask about rats and roaches too, but come on, bro. Go read the goddamn reviews next time. But with that being said, Dontay, I wish you luck on the journey of apartment searching, on getting your life together, on, doing what's best for you. I know that, you got to take it one day at a time. You got to take it one step at a time. You can't be trying to rush everything. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that this apartment journey works out for you. And with that being said, this is Miss T on the assignment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the videos. And y'all have a great day. Bye.